in Connecticut tomorrow, March 6th, 2015. There's a public hearing in the Judiciary Committee. Legislators in Hartford, Connecticut are considering an act concerning invasions of property, or privacy rather. In Connecticut tomorrow, March 6th, 2015, the Connecticut legislator in Hartford, Connecticut they have a public hearing on an act concerning invasions of privacy. To one, provide a criminal penalty for the practical. There's an act concerning invasions of privacy. Well, can these laws be applied to the government, police, CIA, FBI, NSA, IRS, etc., who just steal data from our cell phones, our smart TVs, and are collecting pictures of us without clothes while we have sex? Everything we talk about, everything intimate to us is being recorded and stored. And these people aren't reliable. They share pictures. In the case of the Connecticut State Police, even putting chicken bones and watermelon rinds on African Americans that are dead. These are crime scene photos. And then they alter them, pass them around as jokes to each other. That's funny. Dead person laying on the ground, and they send racist emails. No, it's not funny. And let's read it. An act concerning invasions of privacy. 1, provide a criminal penalty for practice of upskirting. 2, strengthen penalties for peeping Tom violations. Provide for prosecution of incidents of voyeurism that go undetected for a prolonged period of time. That would be the state police and probably most states, the FBI, NSA, CIA. 4, protect victims of voyeurism from public embarrassment, which police don't do. They're out to destroy your reputation if you're on their police union target list. And 5, establish a criminal offense of unlawful dissemination of an intimate image with respect to persons who knowingly disseminate an intimate image of another person with the intent to harass, annoy, alarm, or terrorize such other person. It sounds like the police in Connecticut, the DCF, whatever they can do to embarrass and harm you and collect money from you, take your property, make you lose your job. They want to process you and as many average people as possible to rip you off. This sounds good, an act concerning invasions of privacy, but it wouldn't be used against the people who are doing the most harm. I myself, I have to talk to a cop in the morning about what I talked to my wife, whether I had sex, what we had for dinner. Was a cop in Stafford Springs who was infatuated with my wife, and he thought that, well, he's a fat police officer living with his mother, that he had a right to my wife because he's a police officer and I'm not. And at that time, and probably still, self-employed people and people with pistol permits or people that are outspoken get put on the police union enemies list. That means if you call 911, maybe you'll get service, maybe you will not. And in the courts, if you're brought in for anything, since the police union covers court workers, legislative aides, you're probably not going to get any type of leniency in court, no deals. They will punish you to the maximum. If you're attacked on your own property, as I was, using pepper spray against a knife, you can go to prison for that offense. I had rental property, and I had to run for my area there and lock myself in because they had police informants chasing me down on any of my properties. And police were following me around daily, listening to my phone calls, on my internet. So it's, it all sounds good. And even setting men up for DUIs. That's something that Connecticut State Police are famous for. They hire police informants. They give them money, pay them, or threaten them, if they're on probation, that they'll go to prison. Police are getting sex from women, and then they're setting up, guys that, might think they're going to have sex. The woman, if they walk down, as in my case, they walk down to the bar, and it's 2 blocks home. A woman wants me to drive her to my house, and in the ploy of getting sex. So I got in her vehicle, which I had walked down, started it, turned it off, and I'm thinking no. So I set the keys down and I walked around the corner to my house. She didn't show up, so obviously it was a setup, and then she admitted it after. And police were there waiting for me. I walked there. So you're not getting people who are going to commit a crime. You're just creating situations where you can arrest people for various things, nail them, label them as felons. They have to pay huge fines. They'll lose their families, go to jail. And if this act is used against somebody just that are dating, wherever else, and the police get involved and just want to set somebody up, there's another tool that they can use to just nail you. It's another screw job in Connecticut and probably other states too. That's my opinion, and I'm going to let the legislators know my opinion. And when people are abused, the Judiciary Committee does not seem to care to fix any of the abuse of lawyers. The Judiciary Committee is mostly lawyers, and courts make the money, state makes the money, and too bad for you. I'd like to see a change, a real change, where we get our U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights back.